Alright, hey guys, it's Adrian here from MaceAnatomy.com. Welcome to this class, the quick tip sessions in ZBrush. Right now we're in ZBrush 2021.6, but then you can follow along whether you in any ZBrush. We're going to be using any the basic feature. We're going to be doing how to add the details that you have hand sculpted to your PolyPaint. So how to add all those wrinkles and all those pores or details into your texture maps right there. So basically your displacement to your color maps, if that makes sense. But then if it doesn't, stay along in with this tutorial. If you're new to this channel, this is where we focus mainly on super high details, digital sculpting in ZBrush, and then human and animal anatomy. So if you like our content, like, share and subscribe, and then if you have any suggestions, just comment on the section below. So let's jump into this. What you're seeing right now is the skeletal system, the HD skeletal system hand sculpted in ZBrush. We went through the entire process, the time lapse on our channel, so I'll probably pop the link on the description so you guys can check that out if you haven't checked it out. So what we're doing in these quick tip sessions, we're going piece by piece, dissecting everything, like going even more in depth. If you guys were confused on our time lapse, so we're going even more in depth. What we always do in this channel, we share the entire process. So for people who cannot purchase these models, for people who don't have time, for people who have the time to do this sculpting, they can do it themselves. So we show the process how to do it. And then for people who don't have the time, they can just purchase these models and on our online store. The link are in the description on our website at MaceAnatomy.com. so without any further ado, we're going to be working with one bone. I'm just going to select the sternum. So if I Alt option or click on your left click on your using a mouse on your bone, hovering over your bone, you should have your sternum selected, as you can see over here. And then if I isolate this, we're going to be working with one bone for now. You see we have our sternum right now. You also seeing the color. So if I click this brush over here, you can toggle off the color maps. So this is the detail that we have with just no color, just white. Everything is white. So what you want to do is how to transfer these details, these cavities, on our color map. So let's say you are not using any displacement maps or anything, but then you can also see those details even in our color maps. Like they can create that extra ambient occlusion on wherever you want to render these bones over here. So what we're gonna do, let me just quickly show you the PolyPaint by its own. So if you go to the material tab and then click this flat color, you can see, if I zoom in over here, you can see we added a few of these see our wrinkles, if you can call them wrinkles, these details on our texture map. So this is just flat color. So what we done, so we used like real bones for the base color. So we used the real bone for the base color. We used where is this over here, texture. So you import your texture painted in like combining each bone in Photoshop. That's a separate tutorial by itself. But then if you guys want that tutorial, just hit me in the comment section. I'll probably record that if you guys want to see that. So we compile every texture from each and every bones, and then create like a flat texture in Photoshop, and then we import that over here. Once you import that, let's say this is your texture, and then you just send this to Spotlight, and then you start painting with Spotlight. But then if you guys want to see the tutorial, just hit me in the comment section below, and then I'll probably record that tutorial for you guys if you want to see that. And then what you do is just add those bones texture over here. So now what you want to do now, we want to add because we did over here, but then it's not too hard. Let's say you want to take it even more. Let's say this is not here. So what you want to do, let's go back to our material, basic material, adding those details over here. I'm gonna be, let's do this way, let's try this way. So what I'm gonna do, go to your masking and let's to your palette over here. Let's see, masking, and then view mask. Okay, so what you want to grab, there's this option over here, mask by cavity. So if you click that and then click over here, so this should analyze the details that you've already sculpted, and then it will create like a mask. As you can see, we have this black mask over here. There's this black and white. Let me just zoom in closely. So if I hide the texture, you can see we have that black and white going on over there. So this is what we're looking for. So once you have those details, what I'm gonna do with this mask already selected, I'm gonna click the basic material. What you wanna do, go to the flat color again, and then pick like the darkest color you have on your bone over there. So for me, I believe it's this like dark orange that I have over here. So pressing C on your keyboard, you should color pick. As you can see over here, I've already color picked that right there. I already have this color right now, so I can just zoom out to see if there's any other like darker color I have. So just be careful, just check your mask. So what this is going to do, if I okay, let's go back to the masking tab. Let's see, masking, and then let's inverse. I'm not going to be using any shortcuts. So if I inverse this, so what's this going to be doing, it's going to be masking the darker areas are not going to be affected with if you paint right now. So only these areas that you can see right now are going to be affected. So just be careful with that. So just look which areas you want to be affected, and just make sure you're sure with that, and just make sure you are very sure with that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to view mask and just click over here to hide our mask, and then I can just come in now, zooming in. Let me grab my standard brush. Okay, we have that selected, and then turn off Z add, and then turn on RGB, which is it's going to use these colors over here that we selected. So if I come in now, you can see, just look at that, we actually grabbing the details from our sculpt, from our displacement map, if I may say, but they're actually like grabbing those details. So if you want to see it even more, and then just coming in like so, as you can see, you can grab this. You can use any color if you want to. I just chose this. You could probably dial down the intensity if you don't wanna, if you're not using a tablet. Right now I'm using a mouse, so anyone can follow along in these tutorials we're doing over here. Let's say I want to add more details over here. Just look at that. Just look at the texture that's just coming in, and then just increase this. Look at the details that I'm able to add without now like fussing and how am I going to replicate this. I can just come in, just painting this. So these darker areas now, they're coming in like so, and then at the back, I'm just going to do a quick one now. At the back, so you can control command. Once you let's say you're happy with this, you can just view mask or just clear your mask, make sure everything is clear. If it's not, you can command click and drag on your viewport. Now let's say you're happy with this, and then go back to your skin shader. Now you can see we have the details applied to our texture maps, just like that. So this how easy it is to replicate the details that you have hand sculpted on. You can even see that these details align. This how easy it is to replicate the details that you have hand sculpted by hand. So if we also shade like so if you were done with all the detailing, we shade like a tutorial with the details. You can just check that out, just watch that. I believe it's quick tip number 3 or quick tip number 2. Just check the tutorial if you want to understand details, how to achieve these details. Once you're done with that, and then you can be able to take those details and then add them to your color maps, so you won't have any problems. Everything will match like that. So when you're doing your renderings, you can achieve that realistic feel to it, like as you can see over here. So I have to go for now, and thank you guys for your time. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, don't forget to share on the comment section below. And this is Adrian here from sanatomy.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one.